Welcome to the Ultimate Anime Nexus, your one-stop shop for the ultimate top 10s, thrilling kill counts, insightful reactions, mesmerizing songs, ultimate memes, ultimate shorts, and with a true world of the twist of what ifs, a unique perspective, and get ready to dive into a world of possibilities and entertainment like never before. Subscribe, subscribe now for and enjoying the fun. Welcome. I'm actually doing Cabin Fever Patient Zero, released in 2014. Honestly, this is a direct-to-video, but it is actually created by Kara Kyle Andrews, a comic book artist and filmmaker who actually created Spider-Man, Iron Fist, Retinal Jones, and The Incredible Hulk. But honestly, not only that, he actually make the Canadian film Altitude, a segment in ABC's A Death, and the Van Helsing horror drama, the Aftermath science fiction, the Other Kingdom fantasy sitcom by Thomas Lynch from Nickelodeon, Mech Exa 4, and B Wars. And Let Meet the Cat with Mitch Ryan, who actually played Marcus, which I'm actually just Mitch. Sonia Durham, who played Camellia, Claudia La, who actually played Kate, Julian Papaberry, who played Mr. Allen, Maria Matri Berza, who actually played Witch, Roberto Labelle George, who actually played George, but let me the cat, who actually played Dodge, and Ryan Wayne the who actually who actually played in the Altitude, but he also played the action film Blood Out, Rites of Passage, a thriller, The Hated, Transit, Soldiers of Fortune, and High Voltage, a science fiction. But he also played in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Cricket. Brandon Eaton, who actually is actually in Zoe 101, Alvin Chipmunks. He actually played in Dexter, My Life as an American Teenager, Bones, American Horror Story. I only could do American Horror Story the first episode. Yeah, I can't. Monster Hunters as the guild. I can't actually do that. Psycho Sister-in-Law, American Sniper, and Awkward. But about Dexter and Jillian Murray. Honestly, Jillian Murray. Honestly, give props to Jillian Murray to wearing prosthetics and do this. She also in a supernatural survival shocker horror film called The Graves. Never Back Down 2, Badass. She actually in Drake and Josh. Curry Graham, who actually is in Hitchcock, a biological, and Pay Hearst, and Harvey Hearst, a horror film. Hitchcock is not a horror movie if you guys actually. And Lydia Hearst, who actually played Bridget, she is actually a model. She actually played in the hashtag horror. Titanic 666, Orient the Boogeyman, and Werewolf Game. Werewolf Game! And she also played in Gossip Girl and Eli Roth History Story. Come on, Bridge. You actually play in the films and the guy who actually is in Lord of the Rings. He actually is Sean Astin, who actually played in Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Wings, The Two Towers, and The Return of the Two Towers. He also played in as Shazam in Justice League War, Throne of Atlantis. He played in Dead Ant, Holiday Twist, Night the Shift, Hard Miles, and Charmer of the Manheart. And before I do, there was actually a entry for Cabin Fever Outbreak. It was a film. It was back to back with Patient Zero, but it was scrapped. And the remake of February 2016, where Eli, the writer and director, produced. Honestly, he produced the remake of 2016's Cabin Fever. Eli, please don't produce this fucking. Don't do this. Please don't. What I actually say, what wrong about this film? Um, well, what the only thing wrong about this film is simple. I actually do not. I do care about this film. I want this to actually work, but Cabin Fever, Spring Fever was actually my favorite sequel of the Cabin Fever franchise. Even though it was trashy, I actually prefer this over Cabin Fever 3 Patient Zero. I am I am let's get to the kills. The kills. Honestly, um, uh, Edward, Dr. Edwards, which I hate this bastard, actually found Mr. Porter, who actually is asymmetric. Asymmetric means he can contract the virus, but he have no signs of the virus. He got two fellow researchers, Camellia, which she is a great assistant, and Bridget, who actually do whatever everybody's Dr. Edwards say. Yeah, she's a lapdog. If she say jump, she say how high. Dr. Edwards spent 2 months examining Dr. Porter and continually asked about his wife, and he actually to deny it. But with I'm actually going to tell you, I can't actually count. There was actually 4 people. There was actually I I at the title sequence alone, there was about 4 people in the title sequence in the beginning of the film. In the beginning of the film. And honestly, Marcus prepared to marry a wealthy heiress, Kate, heiress in the Dominican Republic. Honestly, I actually like where Karen Andrews set the place in the Dominican Republic. And Mark friends Dobbs, best friend Dobbs, and his brother Josh and Josh's girlfriend Penny. Penny is actually his ex-girlfriend, which why actually I actually like Dobbs, but why is Josh dated his ex-girlfriend without and Mark supposed to use a popular island for a low-key bachelor party and allow the island, and Penley, Mark's former Gray, tried to seduce him and Buff. So, honestly, the researcher Camellia create a rapper with Porter that frustrated that intentionally affect the researcher and revolt against the isolation. And Porter warns Camellia that he is dangerous. Bridget become infected. Honestly, Josh and Penny go snorkeling and see decomposing of sea animals. If you see that, honestly, Josh and Penny discover strange rashes on their skin, and Josh performed oral sex on her. Yeah, unlike spring fever, while somebody performed oral sex on a female. It was a male. And she got rashes on his skin, but honestly, Penny began to spit up blood and start melting. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Josh heard Dr. Edwards providing instructions. Honestly, they actually the virus and Dobbs, where we see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus the captain, all dead. And plus a witch. The and they return to the bunker to connect with Dr. Edwards' laboratory. Josh reunites with Mark and Dobbs, and the researcher form a plan to extract Bridget, and Josh split to gather Penny, and Josh actually does. But in Josh, Bridget killed Dobbs. Killed Josh. And steal the boat, and the two effective fight to the death. Penny successfully kill Bridget, and successfully kill Die. Honestly, I actually see how the all and one affected driver got axe in the head too, but Edward also managed to kill Dobbs. Yeah, he killed Dobbs with a rifle, and Porter exploded, and Camellia Marcus discovered the Dobbs' bodies were handguns, his own kills, and Edwards or Camellia's tell the dead entire time. Edwards had been lying to Porter. Yeah, the bastard did it, and he actually, after the boat and drink, short after he allowed noise, and honestly, jetted the blood with a syringe, and Camellia and Marcus. A flashback revealed that Porter stole a hazmat suit and assaulted Edward and Lee and Josh and the other laboratory to pour infect a mouse initially outbreak. The movie ends where the mainland UK plan to infect the world. How many kills did? Let's find out and get to them. There, my little pet. I will infect the world with you. Go, infect the world. Let's get to the numbers. About 24 people died in about 24 people died in patient zero, in the cabin fever patient zero. And that's just the title sequence alone. With a runtime of 91 minutes, we got a kill average every 4.4 minutes. With the great acts of execution, I give it to Penny. Getting killed with a gigantic dildo is actually a great way to actually kill somebody. Honestly, the Whippy would actually I not Penny. Penny's actually killed Bridget. Killing Bridget with a gigantic dildo is actually a great way to actually kill somebody. Yeah, at the beginning, I forgot to tell you that they actually do a gigantic dildo, and that was going to be a kill in the movie. The Whippy Way axe will go to Penny. Penny succumbed to her illness and died on shore. And that's it. Patient Zero was actually going to be patient cabin fever outbreak, but now it will actually be cabin fever. It will be cabin fever, the reboot. The 2016 reboot. Which you guys will know. My pet peeves about reboots. Anybody that will use a Cabin Fever reboot and change a little bit, they actually change a little bit in the freaking movie. It would plan the. It would change a little bit in the movie. Now, just remember that I will actually do Ghost Shark, then the Ghoulies franchise, then I don't know if it's going to be High School of the Dead or well or Freaky, because High School of the Dead have more kills than I actually will have to switch to a laptop to do the kills. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Are you ready for my next skill count? 2016's reboot, Cabin Fever, released in 2016, is a remake of Eli Roth and Randy Perlstein. Honestly, I, I actually hate this reboot because they actually change everything about Cabin Fever, and it's underperforming at the box office. While Cabin Fever 2002 did well, Cabin Fever 2016 did poorly. Hopefully, you guys have a good day, and this skill count will soar.